Hi guys, welcome back to Mindful Table. My name is Cami Moore and I am a nutritional therapy practitioner and macronutrition coach. Today we are making green chili. So let's talk about green chili. This is just a base. It's a very versatile recipe that you can use in many different things. So think along the lines of like green chili enchiladas, green chili chicken pozole, you could do a green chili salsa, you can do chili verde with pork. So this is basically the base that I use. A lot of times people will use things like enchilada sauce. I don't typically use any of those things. The occasional thing that I will use, and I did have some in my cupboard so I wanted to show you, is the siete enchilada sauce. So sometimes I will add that to make it go a little further, but typically I always roast my own chilies. It's so easy, you guys, and there's really no reason to not make it fresh when you know exactly what's going on and what's inside of it. So let's get started. Okay, let's get cooking. So first of all, you need to preheat your oven to 425. If you have convection roast on your oven, then please use convection. Convection is basically a fan in there that circulates the air and it helps cook the food evenly. So if you have convection and you don't know what it is, use it. It works really well. All right, so here's the situation. Let's get started. I have a sheet tray here. I have a ton of roasted chilies. These are all from my garden. So this is a bunch of different things. Here's jalapenos. I kind of we had a stunted season because of the heat this year. It was so hot. So you can see I have like my little Anaheims turned red, but they're small. But I'm just gonna roast them all off because I would rather roast them than waste them. But typically if I was gonna go to the store, I would purchase some poblanos. I would do Anaheim chilies, the long green ones, and then I would do some of the yellow, gosh, I forgot what they're called. I'll note it on my recipe, but I would use some of those and then a jalapeno or two, depending on how much you like spice. So you control the spiciness. I am not a spicy girl person. I'm a total freaking weenie when it comes to spicy food, so you will not find heat in my food. So this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna take all these chilies. They're all nice and clean. I have a sheet tray. I'm going to add parchment paper on here. I do not use aluminum foil in my cooking. So if you are trying to avoid aluminum in your deodorant and you're using aluminum for your cooking, it's still leaching into your body. So typically I like an unbleached parchment paper. This is what it looks like rather than a bleach. This is bleach, it's usually brown. But I go through so much parchment from sourdough, which I'm so excited because I'll finally get to do a whole tutorial on sourdough for you guys. I go through so much of it, I gotta buy it from Costco. It's just way too expensive to not buy it that way. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna dump all of these bad boys on here, okay? And then this, you guys, when I show you this, this is the easiest recipe ever. You're gonna wonder why in the world did you never buy this? Lazy Girl garlic, guys, boom. Okay, we're gonna take an onion and slice it up. Because we are basically roasting all of these vegetables. And then letting them cool down, and then we'll blend them up for a sauce. And again, I don't have anything in particular that I am actually using this for yet, but I will use it and I'll show you how. So you just kind of get a rough chop on your onions, spread those out through there. Nothing crazy. This is all going in the blender. So don't spend a lot of time chopping or doing anything. And that's why we're using Lazy Girl garlic. Because this is easy. Okay. Perfect. So now what we're gonna do is get a really nice coating of olive oil. Okay. When I say a nice coating, we gotta get it good. Okay, and then we come in with some course, I have red salt that I'm using. Do not be shy with the salt. Salt is so much flavor, and so many people think salt is bad for you. And you know what? It depends on what type of salt that you're using, but salt is not the enemy. There's so many great benefits to salt. Your body can literally not function without it, and like it cannot even penetrate the cells without sodium. So if you're drinking a ton of water and you're not adding salt to your diet, and you're not doing what you need to actually get the benefits of hydration and things like that. But that's a whole nother subject. That's my nutritional therapy coming into play. So you're gonna give this a nice toss. And as you can see, I have a really nice amount of olive oil on here. That's what you wanna see. And you just wanna make sure that all the chilies are nice and coated. I have a lot of jalapenos in here, so I'm gonna have to cut the hell out of these. This is going to be killer for me, but I don't want anything to go to waste. I hate throwing food away. So let's go ahead and wash my hands up. I'm gonna throw this in the oven until, I always say 15 minutes or 20 minutes, and I'm always wrong, you guys. So I gotta get better at like making sure my time is right. I'm gonna say 15 minutes to start, okay? But I'll let you know for sure what we do. So in the meantime, while that is cooking, I have rinsed some cilantro, and what I'm gonna do is just get rid of these stems and get this ready to blend when it comes out. Get my blender. We can already smell the chilies cooking. Okay, so I definitely want to get a little bit more of a char on it, so let's put it in for another 5 minutes. Okay, so I think we're about done. See this nice little char we got going on? I'm gonna give it one little stir and add it for another, maybe just a few more minutes on that side. We are back and our chilies are nice and cooled, so it's time to blend them. And this is where the magic happens. Okay, so these are all been peeled. You can see all my stems are over here. I tried to deseed them as best as I could. I'm going to get them into a high-powered blender. If you do not have a high-powered blender, you really need one for any types of sauces. This is a Vitamix. I've had it for like at least 8 years, and it's amazing. It's really, really amazing. Okay, and then I'm going to throw in my cilantro too. Okay, so we have everything up in our blender. Everything is cooled. I will never forget the time when my dad was at my grandma's house and he was making tamales. And he decides that it was a great idea to put in hot chilies for the meat into a blender. And he put the top on, and it legitimately, between all the flames for the chilies and the steam, it blew off the whole freaking top, and red chili painted my grandma's kitchen. I will never forget, and I will never make that same mistake ever in my life. It was great. Classic movie. Classic Louis moment. Okay, so let's get this bad boy blended. I might need some water. We'll see how we do it. We're definitely gonna need some water. We are not moving at all. You can also add chicken broth in here if you'd like. It's up to you. I'm gonna add chicken bouillon to season this, so I don't need that. But you want this thick because, again, you're going to make different types of sauces, and you can thin it out later. And you just want to add as you go, because that way you don't want to make this really runny. Remember, this is the base of your sauce. Let's give it a little stir because I feel like there's a little backup at the bottom. And this is gonna be a little bit redder than normal because of all the different types of chilies I had in my garden. Normally it's really, really crunchy. Keep adding water. And there is Alaska. She's gonna be our mascot. Let's go. No, actually, I'm gonna give us a little stir because I want to get that water really to the bottom because that's where the backup is. Okay. I can already smell it. Woo! That baby's gonna be hot. Okay, there we go. Okay, now we're cooking. I'm going to come in and I'm going to add in about 2 tablespoons of chicken bouillon. This is going to be the flavor. You don't have to get it too crazy because remember, this is just going to be the base of what you're putting it in. So as long as it tastes okay, you can season it up later. So let's get this all blended and let's give it a taste. Oh, we lost one onion. It's okay. One onion. Let's give it a taste. It's gonna be hot. I can already tell. I'm gonna down it now. Watch. Woo! Oh God. Oh God. It's so hot. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh shit, it's hot. But it's bomb, you guys. Oh my God, I can barely talk. It is so good though. Oh, yeah, it's definitely gonna need to be diluted. Got it. Great though. We're gonna pour it in a mason jar. Be right back. My mouth is still burning, but I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is get this into an airtight mason jar and I'm gonna seal it up. And then I'm gonna use it for a bunch of different recipes throughout like the month. Not the month, I can't say the month. Because that would be gross. I don't think it'll be good in a month. I can't stop eating it because it's so good, but oh, hot. That's it, guys. Green chili, baby. There's no reason to ever buy that canned shit again. I was trying to show you a close-up and then I tagged myself in my white sweater. But I wanted to show you a close-up of the consistency. So look at this. Okay, so it kind of looks like baby poop. Ew. Look, that looks like baby poop. It's good, I swear to God. But it's super thick, so make sure that you don't add too much water because remember, this is just a base. It's going to go into different soups. It's going to be an enchilada sauce. This is what's going to pack the punch and the flavor to any of your dishes. So make sure it's thick, don't make it too runny. I'm going in again, I'm gonna burn. The last thing I would do is if I were gonna make something with this right now, I would throw a little bit of filtered water in here. See all that? That's so good. And I would use that. I would not rinse this out. I'm kind of sad about rinsing this out because it's so good. That's a wrap, my friends. Green chili. I will show you how to use this in the future, but don't forget to like my video, subscribe, and please, please share. I'm just starting out, so the more the support, the better. I appreciate all of you, and we'll see you next time.